Holy cow, we seem to be in an environment now where everybody seems like they have to prove their point or push their belief onto other people who don't agree with it. I've never seen anything like this. It's just truly amazing to be in this space, to be in this time when all of this is unfolding. And when we look at it from a perspective of ascension, what we see happening is that people's belief systems are being threatened. They're being challenged. And that causes the ego to become very defensive. The ego does not like letting go from what it thinks it knows, what it thinks or has accepted as its truth. And that, relating to the world and the bigger picture of things, there's a lot of dismantling happening right now. And that could be very uncomfortable and that could really threaten the ego. And people become very defensive and people can even become violent when their ego or their very idea of reality is being threatened. In this video, I want to dive into a little bit about why that's coming up and what you could do about it to better navigate this situation and really learn to observe it and have a better understanding of what's truly happening. So when we look at things from a completely energetic level, what we see happening is old energy, old paradigms, stuck energy starting to come up to be revealed so that we can process it. Okay, all of this energy was really stuck in the lower chakras. It was really unconscious energy. Energy was not moving very fast. As we rise vibrationally, energy starts moving faster. That's just the very definition of an increased vibration, right? We're in this universe of motion, so energy moves. But when energy isn't moving very much, it gets stagnant and things seem to reflect out and manifest as a stagnant reality. And that's what we've been experiencing for a long, long time. There are a lot of things going on in this world that the collective really wasn't aware of. And we didn't know about it. And now these things are being exposed. This is simply just a manifestation of energy getting moving. Things are coming up into your awareness that were previously unconscious. Okay, so and it's reflecting out in the collective that way. And when we start to experience a major shift in our reality, that threatens our very existence because we have this ego identity, this human identity that has created this reality based on a limited set of known ideas. Really, they're not even facts, they're just ideas because nothing that you're experiencing is really real, right? So, but these are manufactured ideas, manufactured facts that you agreed as truth for you. Now, as we're expanding out of this, a lot of that needs to be shaken down to its core. It's going to be threatened. And that's what happens before it falls away. So, right now, we're in that phase where the old structure, the power structure, the way a reality operated is being threatened and it's falling away. Now, this is something that many people, that's all that they know. And that is a very frightening experience to see what the only reality that you know start to crumble and start to fall away. But when you think about it energetically, in order to move the new through, we have to process the old, meaning the unconscious needs to become conscious. The energy that was stuck in the lower chakras that was making you feel victimized, making you feel not confident, not empowered, not in control, all of that rises up into your experience to give yourself a situation or an opportunity to regain control. Now, collectively, the collective humanity is starting to regain control. Power is shifting back to the people. The people are becoming empowered. They're starting to look around and see that things just aren't right. There's something off. And as your central channel starts to clear, you start to get more in tune with your intuition and with your guidance, and you start to get those little pings internally that say, hey, something just isn't right. And that is just a function of this ascension process and people awakening. Okay, so no matter what it looks like for you politically or out in the world, whatever side you're on, there are elements of this happening irregardless. Okay, so Old ideas, old paradigms are being threatened. It's related to the old identity based on your beliefs, right? And that creates a state of anxiety or a state of fear. It's like the fight or flight response, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. If you want to look at this politically, if you want to look at it from a religious perspective, same type of thing happening there where things are starting to break down. All of these old separate institutions are starting to crumble. The power structures are starting to crumble. Again, that's the manifestation of what's happening with the energy. As energy starts to get moving, what happens is you start to awaken and you start to see things very, very differently. You realize that we have been kept limited. We have been kept small, not by some external force. That's just the reflection. But we, on an unconscious level, have chosen to keep ourselves small. How did we do that? Well, we did that by placing way too much power in some sort of an external institution, okay, to take care of us, right? That's flipping. The script is flipping. And now we are taking our power back. We were realizing that we were in control the whole time. In control of what? Well, in control of our ability to feel, in our ability to become empowered, to become confident, to be able to see through all the garbage, see through all the noise, and start to see a truth, a higher vibrational truth. That old power structures that were keeping this planet in a lower vibrational state, a lower frequency timeline, are giving way. Why are they giving way? They're giving way because the light is here. You are here. Your soul, your spirit, your higher self, our guides are here, shining the divine light onto this reality. And as a result, all the shadows are being illuminated. All of the shadows, all of the density that's starting to scurry, it's starting to move, it's starting to be seen. And you are starting to see it. Now you may start to judge, this one's good, this one's bad. Everybody's playing a part in this process as you are playing a part in this process. So I ask you, what kind of a part do you want to play in this process? Do you want to challenge others' belief systems? Do you want to challenge their reality or make them feel threatened as their reality crumbles? Is your reality crumbling? Maybe there's an aspect of you that it wants to hang on to the old way of being. Well, we are in this ascension timeline, and the old way of being is crumbling right before your eyes. This is why you came. You came here to be a part of this, to be that neutral observer, to anchor in your love, to anchor in your light, and just make that frequency, that energy available for others who may need it. It's never a smooth process when the old, whatever it is, falls away and the new starts to move in and replace it. It can be very frightening, creates a lot of anxiety. Can you hold a compassionate space in your heart for people who are feeling very threatened right now? Can you provide an anchor of stability and love for those who feel lost? Okay, they're feeling lost because their reality as they know it, their very ideals, their very beliefs are crumbling right before their eyes. Just as when I awakened to something far greater than this physical reality, I had a lot of limiting beliefs come up that I had to navigate through and work through. They didn't reconcile with the new reality that I had a glimpse of. They just couldn't both coexist. I had to choose which path to follow. And I chose the new expansive path. And walking down that new expansive path is not a cakewalk. You're going to navigate through a lot of darkness, a lot of uncertainty. That is the path to the new. The path to the old looks very attractive. It's very safe. It's very known. It's very comfortable. But it's also very limiting. It's a path of disempowerment. It's a path of placing your trust in external institutions and giving up your sovereign ability to be in control of your destiny. You are being given the option right now, the choice, to follow one of two paths. They can't coexist. You need to make a choice. Can you lean into the unknown? Can you become the observer and trust that this path is moving and navigating as it should? And that you will experience some frustration, some anxiety, some pain as you release and let go those old aspects of you that are no longer relevant in this new high frequency light. That's where all that anxiety comes from. Trying to hang on to old versions of you that were entrenched in beliefs that kept you small. Can you hold space and allow those old frightened aspects to be seen? Okay, those old frightened aspects are being reflected everywhere. I come across people every day. I mean, even reading comments on social media, people are in fear right now. They're in a panic. They're very angry right now. Okay, this is what is this change, this ascension path essentially is threatening their very existence. Can you hold a loving, compassionate space right now for those who need it? This is the most powerful time in history. More people are awakening to the truth that we are releasing old. We are awakening to our power, and that there are amazing things to come. We just need to navigate this journey, whether it's through the darkness, whether it's through the light, whatever that entails. Know that you are reconciling out different aspects of you that are essentially stuck on two different timelines. Make a conscious choice to move forward and embrace and love all of those old aspects that are rooted in denser timelines as they start to fall away.